Hey, good evening. It's your friendly realtor again, Marcus, doing this video at the comforts of our office here in Seattle. So I've been provided the privilege of doing this video right up here in a controlled environment, unlike my corner section of my garage, which is totally unprofessional. Well, once in a while I get to do that there. Don't have that luxury. But anyway, every week I try to do updates on markets that are what my clients are looking for. In this particular case, for the last few weeks, I've been doing market updates on what's in the market, not pricing, not how the market is doing, but basically a total summation of what's available in the county of Kitsap. Now, why Kitsap all of a sudden? Because in the last few months, there has been an uptick of activity when it comes to purchasing. I think I can already say it here, that the USS Ronald Reagan is going to be changing home port to PSNS Bremerton soon. So what's been happening in the last 3-4 months is that those service members with their family members and their dependents has been transitioning to a Japan-based lifestyle to ultimately their next duty station, which would be the Pacific Northwest, which would entail transferring to the county of Kitsap. Now, why do I always say Kitsap instead of PSNS Bremerton? Is because the county itself caters, the industry of Kitsap is totally dependent on the United States Navy, having 3 major facilities and one up north in Jefferson County. So if you are getting stationed, if you are moving to PSNS Bremerton, Naval Subbase Bangor, Keyport Naval Installation, and the Naval Magazine up north, which would be another county, everybody will be wanting to live. Well, let's just say the majority of all our service members are looking into that locale. Okay? So now what this means to you is this. If you have not conducted your research at this point in time, it's going to be a little bit difficult. From my understanding, I think the Reagan, I just saw a post on Facebook, is starting its transition here. Because I saw some personal vehicles being loaded onto the Reagan. So I know, I get it. People are already clamoring, shut up, Marcus, OPSEC, and stuff like that. Got it. You know what? If the Russians and the Chinese haven't figured out that there's a 1,000-foot long vessel that just popped out of Yokosuka, what is intelligence for, right? So anyway, so let's do the math. Now, again, I am not an expert on carriers, especially when they change in home port, so I'm not particularly well-versed on the amount of personnel that's going to be moving here. I understand certain personnel are going to be staying because George Washington is moving. So let's assume 3,500 sailors, right? Now, not everybody's going to be transitioning to the PSNS Bremerton. So let's just say 2,000 sailors. And let's say out of those 2,000, I don't know, maybe 800 are going to be looking into houses, apartments, not housing. Okay, so let's just see a mild estimate, a very conservative estimate of 800 families. So now there's this influx in the next 2, 3, 4 months, started in February, of families looking into homes or the possibility of what's available up here. I'm going to tell you what is available up here as of 8th of May, which is today. Okay? Can you guys read that? Okay, let's change the color here. Change the color. All right, 8th of May. Okay, better. I don't even know if I could erase this. I better be conservative here now. I write. All right, as of 8th of May, in the whole county, let's talk about the whole county of Kitsap. What's available in the market? from a mere, I don't know, I think the cheapest home that they have here is about $100,000, $125,000. Let's just say from zero amount to everything. Okay? Let's just open it up. Okay, there are a total of 482 homes in the market right now. Okay? Now, out of those 482, they are grouped into the four biggest towns here in Kitsap, namely Bremerton, okay, BR, and in Bremerton, there's a total of 133 homes in the market right now, okay? Next one up north would be, well, let's go down south, which would be Port Orchard. Port Orchard is basically a Navy town. That's where everybody lives, or about 70% of our Navy folks live, okay? Paulsbo is 147 homes. And the next one up north would be Silverdale. And there's only 31. And the next one up north of that is Paulsbo. And there are, what's my cheat sheet up here? Paulsbo is 50 homes. So, in the whole county itself, out of this 4 locales and towns, out of 482, this totals 361 homes. And the other 121 scattered all over the outskirts of the county, okay? Which means quite a drive. Because if you Google map Bremerton, PSNS Bremerton, it's obviously in Bremerton. Next one south, next one north would be Silverdale and Paulsbo, and you head south toward that circuitous section of the highway would be Port Orchard, and everything else all around it is 121 homes. Now not all of these homes are affordable. Now, they may be $1 million, $1.5 million. I've even seen $2 million homes all the way up north in Haynesville or Kingston, where the ferry is. Okay, or you probably wouldn't want to live in some crappy $200,000 home. So let's just separate those that may be more practical for a family to live in. And let's segregate the price on that. Let's say it's a $500,000 to $800,000 home. Yes. Navy community, it's already creeping up there in price. Okay. So if you're looking for a 3-bed, 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-3 car garage, it's going to cost you, especially the one that has ample acreage from about half an acre to 2-3 acres. It's going to cost you probably into $800,000 on these 4 locales. All right. So with Bremerton, there's 71 of them. Okay. In Port Orchard, there's 69 of them. And so forth and so on. In Silverdale, there's 19. And 9 in Paulsbo. Okay? That would total 168 homes. Now, why is this number relevant? What did I just mention earlier? There are obviously going to be more than 361 families on the Ronald Reagan looking for homes. And if you really want a decent home, there are going to be more than 168 families on the Ronald Reagan that's going to be looking for a decent home. Okay, I've been getting a lot of questions, and that's why I've created this video, this update. I'm not even here to sell you a home. That's besides the point. I just want to inform you guys that it is not going to be easy the moment you get here. If you're waiting to land here with your family and start searching, this may not be available. The good news, there's a little bit of semblance of hope, is that in any locale across the nation, it is always best to sell a home during summertime, because very few people really want to move out, especially if they have children in school, out of a locale away from a traditional month of summertime school, right? They got great school systems here. whether it's be elementary to high school. There's not much when it comes to colleges and universities. You got to go to the other side of the sound, okay? But when it comes to security, this isn't like going out to the main drag of San Diego. I've never been stationed in Norfolk, but I heard it's worse, wherein you really don't want to live within 5 square blocks out of San Diego Naval Station and 32nd Street Naval Station. Okay? It's not like, this isn't like it. You could literally go across the town and have a good dinner with your family, even in Bremerton. Those days are gone, right? So don't just rely on what hearsay and there's a lot of spots now in Bremerton wherein there are nice, affordable, brand new construction homes, especially on the west side. West side, north side. If you go south, that's Port Orchard already. You got to go down that route, down that highway. And don't relegate yourself to these 4 different types, to these 4 locales and towns. There are nice properties over in Indianola. If you Google map it, Indianola. I'm not that guy yet where I could edit all of this and splatter some maps up here. But Indianola, Kingston, Haynesville, even cross the county. And again, that's within the 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive, okay, with acreage. I know, I've been stationed in Japan for 2 years. There's not a lot of greenery. Over here, you'll see green everywhere, especially now, right? Spring. Summer, we get about a week, 2 weeks worth of 90-degree weather. That's it. Well, global warming, who knows what's going to happen this year, right? And then, of course, fall. It's gorgeous up here. I would be the first one to congratulate you guys on your move. I was going to retire in San Diego till I got stationed here. Then we left. We left again for Japan. I came back. So I've been stationed here twice, and I never thought I'd call Washington State home. For a Filipino to do that, it gets cold here for a Filipino, right? So, but I love it. And hopefully you guys would entertain that notion too. That the Pacific Northwest, if you love the outdoors, camping, fishing, hunting, shooting, trail hiking, seeing great waterfalls, seeing in the middle of spring and fall, seeing snow-capped mountains already. It's going to be in the 70s here in the next few days. It's going to be the middle of May, and we're going to be in the 70s, and snow is still up in the mountains, and you could see it on my front yard while we're sweltering at 70-degree weather. So hopefully you guys would frolic out there in the landscape of the Pacific Northwest, enjoy it with your families. If you guys have any questions, concerns, issues about moving, use me as a resource tool. If you want to hire me as an agent, that's fine too. 90% of my clients are military, and out of those 90%, 85% of them, 95% of them are Navy. You know, I still bleed navy blue, but use me. It's so easy to get a hold of me. Just gonna go on my Facebook, on a YouTube channel. You can with all my information up there. I have people emailing me, texting me, messaging me. If I get a message at 2, 3 in the morning, I know it's from Japan. If I get it like around, I don't know, 10, 11 by lunchtime, I know it's in Hawaii. Okay. So, and of course, the other side, like Spain or in Europe, it's going to be the afternoon. I do not mind. You know, I have served with great pleasure and privilege and honor for our beloved service. And the least I can do is assist each and every one of you guys, right? So, again, it has been a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to have served, and use this information wisely. Give me a call, text me, message me for any questions you may have, right? You guys enjoy the evening. Post.